So today, my 10-year-old grandson Vince is joining us as we tackle working on an F250 that was in a historic flood, has a lot of mud underneath it, is seized, and been sitting for around 24 years.
And if we can get it running, I get to drive it.
Come on along, this is going to be fun. There's a couple of things we're going to do in order to make it a better experience for Vince. We don't want him to get mired in the details of an engine that's stuck and things like that. So we are going to pull the plugs and put mystery oil in the cylinders. Since we already know it's seized, that's a mandatory step anyway. So as we talked about, this thing has been in a flood, and you can tell, look at all the stuff on it here, and look at down here. This is incredible. This is mud, caked on, hard mud that's all the way up to here on the radiator. So how far off you think that's off the ground? 3 feet?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably 3 feet. So this thing was at least 3 feet deep in the mud. But the oil is okay, so we don't think water got into the crankcase. We're hoping. First concern, this plug is hand tight. That's very worrisome. So someone had this plug out at some point in the past. If it was driven like that, wouldn't be good. But look at that plug. It's really good. See that light color? Mm-hmm. That's perfect.
Yeah, I'm not used to actually seeing plugs that look that good.
It looks good.
So we're gonna let Vince do the little stuff like clean those up when he gets here.
Yeah, let's put the scope in there. Yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It does, actually. It's kind of surprising how good that looks.
Yes, it looks good. It looks good. I mean, if they all look like this, there's no reason for it to be seized, but it is seized, so I guess they don't all look like this.
That's right.
So here's the plugs. They're all worn the same. They all have this same signature of a little bit of black and some ash. And the ash is just fine. The insulator is actually broken on this one. See that? It's a little chip out of it. That's interesting. But I don't see any rust on them. So this engine's seized up. We don't know why yet, but it doesn't appear to be because of that. Given the good condition of the plugs, we're going to scope a couple more cylinders just to see what we're dealing with here. Look at that.
Yeah, and
That's crazy. Look at. I'm wondering why this thing is seized. Is one of these cylinders
have you checked
be a
the stuff
problem?
up here?
This one. A little bit of carbon, but I don't see rust.
Yeah. Could it be something that some of the other things here that are stuck?
Could be the smog pump. Yep, they are known to stick, so we'll check that. This one's the same. They're all the same. I don't see any problems here. Boy, that's cool. You know, I didn't expect it, and I'm jumping ahead of myself. This might be a really good running truck. Yeah, this is not stuck. How about the power steering? Power steering might be. Alternator. Nope, alternator's not stuck. Okay. All right, so I say we're not going to go the mystery oil route in this engine. We're going to go the Cree oil route in every cylinder. Then we're going to put a wrench on it and see if we can break it free. Let's see. The Cree oil's in the cylinders, so let's see how deep the mud got. Well, we know it got onto the proportioning valve. So the proportioning valve is 29 inches up. So at least 29 inches is how high the mud got. Maybe even up to here, right? That looks like mud, which would be 30 inches. So that's about where we think the water may have stopped. Christina's got an interesting theory. The water clearly got up past the power steering pump, and maybe it's seized. And maybe that's why this whole engine appears seized. But we're going to loosen this up and see what happens. In order to do that, I've got to find the bolts that are pretty much covered in mud.
Richard said when he was moving that, look how the mud
It
cracked.
keeps opening up.
Oh my gosh, it's like an earthquake.
Yeah. Okay, so we've loosened this up. Let's see if that helps us. Yeah,
There we go.
it is spinning. It's not stuck. Okay,
Do
bummer.
you just want to try it for the heck of it now that we've loosened some things up?
Try what, the crank?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the Cree oil in it. Now's the time to try.
Yeah. Let's see how deep that is.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Where's the tape measure?
Where's the tape measure? I don't know.
I mean, that's probably an inch thick.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm on it. Let's see if this thing moves. Doesn't want to move. Nope. Nope.
Wishful thinking.
Oh, wait.
Are you serious?
Yep, it moved.
Oh, we're free.
It moved.
We're free.
I had to really put my weight into it, but it moved.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Yes, it moved. Oh, beautiful. You know, this is important because what this proves is if a vehicle engine is flooded, it's not necessarily stuck forever. This one was stuck, but it doesn't appear that the water got into the cylinders, and it's moving. This is really, really great news because I'm kind of starting to like this truck.
That's bad news for me.
I just popped this hubcap off to pull the rim. Look at the dirt that has been sitting in there for 14 years. This is what we've got. This wheel actually rolled. It's stuck now, but it did roll. So I'm sure I can get it to roll again. Rotors are in good shape, pads are in good shape, but the mud is just everywhere. All right, here we go. This is what I've affectionately named the Flood 250. It's a 1984 F250 that was in a flood in 2010. We'll talk about the flood later. But we've got Christina's grandson Vince here.
Hey.
It's his first will it run, and he's going to help us out resurrect this thing. The goal is, let's get this truck running and prove that a flooding vehicle can be used again. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's take a look at this thing. It looks pretty bad, huh?
Yeah.
It does. It's been sitting a long time, obviously. It doesn't have the right grill. This is a 1980 grill, for whatever reason. It's rusty, as you could imagine, from a flood. But it's all there.
Yeah.
So it had 2 flats. Actually, it had 4 flats, but the 2 rear tires are holding air. So I've got this tire off. But look at here. You can see the mud. That's going to be a theme in this truck, is mud everywhere. Look at this.
That's a big block.
Yeah, this is all mud. And this mud from 2010 from the flood. So the water got at least this high
Yeah.
from the mud. At least. Probably higher.
Kind of satisfying breaking it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can chip at it as much as you want. Yep. But not too bad. These are the brakes. And other than being really dirty, I mean, it's all there. It's all there. Okay, let's move on. I bet before this was flooded, the body was pretty solid. It's got rust now, but if you look inside the rust, there's all kinds of dirt in there. So the dirt caught the water and just held it there, so it rusted. Let's check the gas tank. Oh boy, oh, look at that.
I was not expecting that.
No, me neither. I don't even know what to call that.
Disaster.
Well,
Disaster.
you know,
Disaster.
okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
There's lots of bees nests in there.
There is. Is that just a rag where they had taken, there was no
Maybe.
cap?
Let me hit this with the spray just
Yeah.
in case there's anything still living in there. I don't think there is, but just in case. Oh yeah, there was a hornet in there.
Oh.
Whoops, sorry. Yeah, there was a hornet in there, one. But yeah, that's pretty insane. So you think this might be a rag? Let's find out.
Maybe.
Be careful. Yeah, that's a rag. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Well,
That's
it might have been a rag.
really soft.
Yeah, that's our gas cap. Some kind of rag. Well, that's not good. Well, we won't be using this gas tank for now anyway. We'll set up our own. Okay, moving on. More rust here. Just all kinds of dirt stuck in there, and it just held the water and rusted out. Really too bad, because this truck is super solid.
Yeah.
The bed is nice. It's rusty, but it's really solid, and it's got this crazy hitch on it. So this has, looks like a battery cable running to it. So what that means is that there was a winch mounted to this. So this was used to pull stuff for whatever reason. Not too much notable here except more mud. See this? Inch thick of mud on the frame.
Yeah.
Really
Not
unfortunate.
that bad over there.
Yeah, not as bad in the back. And a cool number on the side. Yeah, 15. I wonder what that meant. Maybe it was a 15th truck in the fleet. But imagine if you were on the radio and headquarters was calling you, yeah, this is truck 15. All right, look at this dash. Look at that. That's one of the worst dashes I've ever seen. It is just completely shot. And there's your sun visor. Wow. This is a good indication about how long it's been sitting.
Yeah.
The material is completely gone. Completely gone. Wow.
That was just trying to get rust and stuff.
Exactly. It's got the key. That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's really nice. It's got, let's see, a temp gauge. That's it. So it's not a full gauge package. It's an automatic, obviously. And it's got 127,000 miles on it. So not so bad. Not so bad. The steering is not too bad either. This seat is junk. A lot of people have sat in this seat,
Yeah.
obviously. Oh, look at this. Paul Miller, Nashville. That can't be from this rig, because that was not the name of the dealership where it came from. So I'm not sure what that's doing in here.
I might be sorry that I asked this, but can you get this seat to move? See if there's anything behind it.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's hope there's
a
nothing
latch here.
dangerous. What do we got?
Absolutely nothing.
Nope.
Just
What is that? Do you see that piece of paper right there?
piece of paper
That
right
cardboard?
here. Oh yeah. Danger, do not remove this tag.
Whoops.
See other side. We'll have to read that. So this is the tag that was on the seat. Let's see what the other side says. Because it says, see other side. Do not operate electrical department. Do not operate. Huh. So this was obviously put on something that was not meant to be used at the moment. So we should probably hang this right on the shifter.
Yeah.
And look at that, the owner's manual. 1984 Ford Truck Owner's Manual. Look at that, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's really neat. Talking about overdrive lockout and stuff, this doesn't have overdrive, but very neat. It's gonna be fun. This is a cool truck, I like it already.
Yeah.
Let's take a look under the hood. Let's never close this hood again. So some good news, right? The mud appeared to have gotten to about here, maybe?
Yeah, that's nothing.
Right? You can see it on top of the transmission, but I don't see it up here. It's rusty, but I don't see the mud. So that's a good sign. Let's check the dipstick, see if we can see evidence of water. If there's water in it, it's going to look kind of like chocolate milk,
Yeah.
and I don't see any chocolate milk here. And it's right about at the full mark. So if there was water in there, it would be higher. That's great news. Really great news. Hopefully there's no water in it, but we'll be checking that later. It's got the more modern for 1984 ignition system. So there's no ignition box on this thing. I've already pulled the plugs to examine them. They looked okay. Compared to some of the vehicles we do, this one looks pretty good. Okay. That doesn't look so great. See all this junk up here?
Yeah.
That looks like it was a dirt dauber's nest at one time. So this vent is the carburetor. This takes the air,
Yeah.
the air that we breathe, pulls it in, mixes it with gas, and puts it in the engine. So think of it as a big mixer. Let's see what the transmission looks like. Pretty nice. See, it's supposed to be red. See
Yeah.
how red that is? That's pretty nice. And it doesn't smell. I mean, that's shocking. So that tells me that this truck was well maintained before it was flooded.
Oh.
Well,
I've seen better. The back is full. The front is the front is empty. And look at this.
what?
Yeah.
You know what I think that is? It's that.
You think it might be this?
I do.
Oh yeah, look, because it's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. See, this is supposed to be a cover like that, and it's corroded and fallen in. So we'll clean this out, and then we're going to put some fluid in it. But this is for the back brake. Since the front brake's full, I mean, it's possible this might have brakes. Possible.
Is this just like rubber or something?
Yeah. Yeah, this is rubber. What it's for is as the fluid goes down, if it goes down, this actually comes up and takes up the space. See, it rises up
Yeah.
like this, and it takes up the space. See that? How
Yeah.
it sits much higher now? I'm not expecting there to be anything in here. And there isn't. There isn't. Look at the mud down here.
Yeah.
Look at how high it went. And that, we're going to have to remove that mud because that's going to affect the operation of the radiator. Here's the power steering, which actually has fluid in it.
Yeah.
It's red like transmission fluid, and it's full. It's completely full. So that's good, unless it's full of water, which it's hard to tell, but that's a good sign. And now the cap.
So hot, this water's just dissolving.
Yeah. So that cap is not a top quality, but not a terrible one. Kind of middle of the road without brass contacts. But it's not too worn. The rotor is very dirty, but not too worn. So I think we're in pretty good shape here. Let me look under the rotor. We'll get back to you. And there's the newfangled ignition system for 84. Not much to see. It's a more conventional ignition system. No points. That may be good, and it may be bad. It's great if they work. It's bad if they don't. We got some very fine sandpaper here, and I'm just going to need you to lightly clean it so that it shines up a little bit. Very lightly. We're going to get all this gunk and stuff off there. Just spray it for a sec right there. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we'll give it a sec to evaporate. So the most important thing of any will it run is to see if the engine is stuck, or called seized.
Yeah.
And what that means is have the engine parts inside of here stuck together from rust. And if it's stuck, it's a big job to get it undone.
Yeah.
And you just never know. Sometimes vehicles sitting 5 years are stuck.
Yeah.
Sometimes those sitting 50 aren't stuck. I don't know what the logic is there. So the way you do it, you just put a wrench on it and see if it'll turn. Very simply. So watch this piece right here. That's the engine connected to the inside of the engine. And let's see if it moves. Yep. Look at that. See it move?
Yep.
So what I'm doing is I'm actually moving the entire engine right now. So we're going to watch this chalk mark go all the way around twice. Now this engine was actually stuck. Before you got here, we put some oil in the cylinders and to loosen it up, and we got it unstuck. But it was stuck, which is not unusual for an engine that's been flooded. Okay, so this is not bad. You can do what's called reading the plugs, and it will tell you how the engine was running the last time it ran. And what I see here, see the it's not white, but it's like an ash color, like an off-white. That means it's running really well, really well. So this is really, really cool. See that? Be nice if it was that color all the way around, but it's not. But we're going to have you clean these, and see that space between this piece and that piece?
Yeah.
That's called the plug gap. That's where the spark jumps from, goes from there to there to set the gas on fire. That has to be a set distance. So we're going to have you check that too and make sure it's the right distance. Okay?
Yep.
You know, we forgot to check what's in here in the air cleaner housing. While Vince is cleaning the plugs, let's take a look. Oh yeah, look at that junk in there. Acorns and all kinds of stuff. Something was living in here, but thankfully there's an air filter element in here that kept that junk out of the carburetor. Thankfully. So I'm going to dump this out and get it clean. So we're tracing the negative cable back to see actually where it grounds, because it's not in the best of shape. And we found a huge ball of dirt on the cable. Look at that.
That's funny.
How does that even stay on?
I don't know.
I know, through the toe and moving it around, how did it stay on? That's a good question, Vince.
I don't know.
That's some strong mud.
You want to be the one to take that off?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to wear the safety glasses for that.
What are you going to do?
Gonna break that big old mud thing. Wire.
The mud softball?
Yep. Mud
All right.
softball. This thing is hard as a rock. No kidding.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You want me to make those pliers bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey.
you got some.
See if I can.
Oh, you
Alright.
got it. The struggle is real, isn't it?
Legs on my leg.
Oh no, you
Oh,
dropped
no.
him. He's still going. Or she. Good
She or
thing
he.
good thing Caden wasn't here.
Yeah.
We love you, Caden. Caden's my other grandson.
Yeah, he'd freak out. Even though he's older than me. He's in college.
So this connection end here, this negative, is in bad shape. I never really liked these that you can't take apart. They get corroded inside and there's nothing you can do about it. So we're going to just snip it off and put this one in. This one was sent to us by a viewer, Curtis. Thank you so much for this, Curtis. We did have a viewer tell us that we shouldn't accept gifts. We're honored to get this stuff from you all, so thank you for that. Yeah. So what we need to do.
Structure isn't that bad on it. Like
No,
around it.
but the green is bad. You know, that green is corrosion. So we're going to cut this off and clean it up. And then we're going to stick it inside there and tighten these screws down to make a better connection. And this little wire, we're going to connect into there.
But how about we clean it with the spray?
Yeah, that'll be part of what we do. Yep. Let's cut it open first. Yeah, this is real bad. I'm so glad we did this. Look at all that green.
Yeah.
That is no good. And it's special because it's square. And it's square so that it fits right in there. See how it's square right up against that?
Yeah.
So this is a special battery bolt. Just put that on here. And when we get the battery in, we'll tighten that up. But first, we've got to clean this. So the only thing that needs to be clean is the inside.
Yeah.
So we just put this in there like that and turn it.
It's even more satisfying than the Jolly Rancher.
Okay, there you
The
go.
Jolly Rancher.
There you go. Turn
Oh
away.
my
You don't have to push any
gosh.
farther than it is.
So we are having a lunch break, and things are going well. What do you guys think?
So
Yeah.
far, so good.
Yeah. And they found something exciting on the way to get the tire.
Yep, we found a like a 78 Z28 in the weeds.
In the
Just
weeds.
sitting there. We don't know who owns it or what, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah. I told Vince that he's really good luck. We may not let him leave.
So before I put the tire on, I want to put some lube on the bleeder valve. Just in case we can get some fluid to pass through. We might get front brakes out of this thing from how the master cylinder looked. But I have to be able to find the bleeder first with all this mud around.
We should check the exhaust. And I went to look under the truck, and I said there's no exhaust.
We've got like a 18-inch exhaust system.
Okay, well, we need to check that because
Yeah.
there could be, like you said, it could be full of mud.
Full of mud. Easy to check. It doesn't appear to be filled. It looks to me like it was cut
Yeah?
and fairly recently.
Huh.
I think somebody probably cut it to steal the catalytic converter.
They had tried to do that on the blue one.
Yep. And this one they were successful. And the rest of the system is gone as well.
You're gonna take the oil plug out, let some come out, and see if make sure there's no water in there.
Yep.
Because you and I both know that even though it doesn't register on the dipstick, that does not mean anything.
Nope. All right, I need a bigger wrench.
Bigger wrench?
Yep.
All right. Yes, I don't know if you guys can see all that mud. Hopefully you can. It's crazy.
It's very tight. Got it. All right. Oh, crap.
The force of it happens more than not.
Okay, there's no water in there at all. Not at all. It's dirty,
Yeah.
but there's no water in it.
Well, if it starts, we'll change it.
Yep, exactly. All right, so now battery's hooked up. We are going to see if the starter works. This is a big moment because mud destroys starters. So if the starter's full of mud, it's going to have to come out. And it's
Mud
probably full of
everywhere.
mud.
Yeah, there's mud like absolutely everywhere. It's so tempting.
He's definitely my grandson. Because you all know that I like to get in there and work on the interior and the exterior, so.
Ready?
Yep.
Watch out, babe, in case some fluid spurts out
Oh,
of
that's
there.
right. Thank you for reminding me that.
Nothing's in the way of the fan.
Except
Okay.
mud.
Contact.
Whoa, other than you disturbed a lot of mud,
That's good.
I think some
What
oil
was
did
that
come out.
pump? That was probably the oil coming out?
Yeah, some did come out. Do you want to do it
Yeah,
again?
boy, that starter sounds super healthy.
That's-
Super healthy.
I don't know what that was.
That's
I
the
bet
water
mud
pump.
is something.
Oh,
I bet the mud.
I think this belt is starting to self-destruct. See that?
Yeah.
That's what that noise is.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I had mentioned that earlier. If you thought those were gonna fall apart.
What's happening over here? Is oil coming out?
I mean, all I can see is dust from the mud. But I thought maybe it might have been oil, but
No, I don't see any oil.
I think it was just mud.
Yep, I don't see any oil. Okay, so let's put the plugs in. All right, light check. Lights are on.
The yellow lights. What are those?
Parking lights.
Those work. The regular lights, no.
Okay, hold on. Let's try the horn. Nope.
What?
Directionals.
I don't see anything.
Nope.
What about? Does it have a radio?
No.
No radio. What about the blower for the heater?
Nope.
Nothing else is coming on?
Nothing.
Oh, that's too bad.
But the charge light works and the brake light works.
What about the, does it have an interior light?
It does, but the bulb's removed.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
the wiper blade. No, we can't try the wipers because there's no blades left. So that's all we can try right now. Just go down.
I don't know. Let's stop there. I'm afraid it won't go back up when we try to wash it. Oh, you're living on the edge today, mister.
Well, I think at this point the next step is to hook up the spark checker, put the plugs in, and see if it'll kick.
Yeah. Richard, your battle so far has been getting these spark plugs back in.
Yes, it's been quite a battle. The threads are terrible. Absolutely terrible.
So you're chipping away at the mud.
Yeah, I just don't want this getting sucked in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to start right now. It's just going to cough. But if by chance it did, I don't want this getting pulled in. So
Yeah.
that's good.
And we all have glasses to put on too.
Yes.
Because we just, after testing that starter, too much is flying around.
Okay, ready?
Yep. All right.
Let's see if it pops.
If your gas is. Okay.
Oh. That sounded good.
It's wheezing like it has asthma. That's what it sounds like.
Now this thing might run. Let's put some gas in the bowls.
That got close that time.
Yeah. Well, that's much better now.
Do you think it's just mud in certain places and it's
No.
breaking
It's
it
just
loose?
the
No.
engine's been stuck, you know, so it's...
All right.
I had to shut it off.
Yeah, you know,
I
I'm
was
so
getting
glad.
bombarded.
Yeah, I'm so glad we
So
all
bad.
decided to put those glasses on.
What do you think, man?
Look
Yeah.
at the dirt on your neck. Hold your chin up. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I was getting pelted.
Yeah, we saw it.
You did?
Yes.
All right. Let's put some more gas in the bowl. So maybe I don't have to stand over it. It ran, man.
Yep.
It sounded amazing.
Yeah.
It was
did.
loud, but there's no exhaust, so.
Yeah, let's try it again.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, that was so scary. Thank God those gloves were on. The belt was.
Idling.
Yeah, I said I'm so glad we all decided to put those glasses on because you would have lost an eye just now. Was that a belt? Was that a belt? Was
That's the belt, yeah.
Wow. I'll tell you.
All right, let's shut it down so it doesn't get too hot.
Sounds good. Woo!
That's the end of that.
Yes. So, do you see down here, some of those pieces came off and flying?
Now we're
Getting
going to put
ready.
some coolant in it so we can run it longer without it overheating.
So, Vince?
Yeah.
First will it run, Bud, you had it easy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Because I don't know about Richard, but I was worried that if it was too tough, it would scare him off from wanting to do it again or wanting to work on cars. And, you know, you don't want to do that to a young person. Richard, wouldn't you agree? Like, you want to kind of ease them into it slowly a little bit. You don't want to scare them off to where they never want to work on a car again.
Yeah, but I would say this wasn't a cakewalk.
No, it wasn't a cakewalk, but we didn't have to work on it for 2 days straight.
And we're not done either.
Yeah.
There appears, hopefully, to already be something in here.
Maybe it's mud.
My friend Howard down in Alabama made this for us. But basically what it allows us to do is bypass the gas tank.
Yeah.
This is a gas tank out of a lawnmower. So we just hook it directly to the carburetor with this hose.
Yeah.
So we don't need the fuel system at all. We don't even need a pump.
Yeah.
And we don't need a pump because we're using gravity to feed the carburetor, gravity feed. As long as we keep this above the carb,
Yeah.
we've got gas going to the carb. Okay? So if the carb is working, we should be able to run off this for a long time
Bless you.
until we run out of gas in here. So we're going to try it now, start it up with that and see how it goes. But we still got to wear our eyewear. Yeah, let's see if it'll start with the key this time.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Let's see.
gas is leaking out of there again. It's so funny.
Yeah, the heat's doing that. Let's see.
Okay.
Watch out.
We're watching.
Ready?
We're back. Yeah.
Nope,
Aw.
that's not working.
Look at that.
That was
Do you need a hammer?
Not yet anyway. Seems like a vacuum leak to me. Do we have any open vacuum hoses anywhere?
You know, let's check that. So I think found one. There was a piece of tape there. It was kind of hanging off. Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let's fire it up again. Yeah, I don't think this carb is working.
Well, we kind of figured
I
that
think
wouldn't.
the needle might be stuck. It's running a lot better.
So we do have a little leak down here. So what did you do, Richard?
I just turned the idle up a bit.
Okay.
I want to try to get this thing to idle.
What do you think?
It's not quite idling, but it's getting better.
What do you think?
yeah.
What'd you find?
Hard.
Oh,
Wired the choke wide open.
huh. It almost
Okay.
looks like an old piece of coat hanger.
It is. It's
Oh.
exactly what it is.
Okay.
So that's interesting. So that's not allowing it to go on fast idle. So that's problem number one because the engine's not warm and it can't go on fast idle. So I need to get the idle up, but it doesn't look like the idle on this truck is adjustable.
So tell him what it's
Yeah.
like when it's adjustable. Tell him what you normally would see.
There's a screw And as you screw it, the engine revs up higher and higher,
Yeah.
or lower and lower. This is not adjustable, probably some kind of emissions thing.
Yeah.
So I just put a nut in the way. That should boost the idle up. We'll see how much. Maybe enough, maybe not.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Actually, go ahead. Yep, my nut almost worked. It's almost high enough now.
So Vince, when was the first time you started a car?
2 minutes ago.
That was the first time you started a car?
Yeah.
This is going to be the second time you started a car then, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, go for it. Now it's idling.
How's the brake?
Hard to know.
No.
Hard to
Darn.
know. I mean, it was.
Oh, hard to
the
know.
pedal was stuck, so I unstuck
Look
the
at that.
pedal.
I'm hurt.
So I don't know if it's got brakes or not. I suspect no.
I can hear the air or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's power brakes.
Now, Vince, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited, 1 being the least, 10 being the highest, are you to clean this truck?
10.
That's what I thought.
Okay. You're an expert. So I'm using this stuff to identify if I get an air leak around the carburetor. If I squirt this and it hits an air leak, the sound of the engine will change.
Did you find that? Did you hear it when he did
I
it?
heard something here.
Listen.
Okay, let's check the trans.
All right. Oh, it needs some. I didn't see any. We definitely need some in there.
I'm gonna shut it down and put some in.
Okay. Richard is going to go get some transmission fluid, and I told Vince, back away from the fumes.
Yeah.
So it's funny, we have this really nice breeze blowing. I think the last time we checked it said it felt like 102 outside,
Yeah.
but the shop is blocking it. So where we're at with the truck, we're not getting a breeze. So we needed to move around. See anything? It just wasn't enough. Oh wow. All right, so we have put 5 quarts of transmission fluid in there. 4, okay. So we're gonna see if we can get it to register. You ready, Vince? I told him to hold his breath and get away because he said he had a really bad headache. And I said, it's the fumes, you need to stay away. Oh, I see something now. Thank goodness, okay. You
All right,
wanna try
let's see if it goes
it?
in
Okay,
gear.
yeah. I didn't see anything.
It does.
It does? Okay, I couldn't see anything from out here.
It went into reverse.
I'm sure you could tell by the way it felt.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it keeps quitting.
You don't think that carb is just kind of messed up?
Yeah, it could be that the float's stuck again.
Mm-hmm.
Success.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the wheel on.
We're
Pull
going to
this
take a
thing
break.
up. Yep, pull this thing up out of the way. And then take a break.
Maybe we'll take a break before then. We don't have much time because the thunder is getting closer. But Richard, tell everybody what you accomplished.
Well, it's starting with the key now.
Uh-huh.
Just a bad connection, that's all it was. It's running better and better. It still has a vacuum leak somewhere I haven't found, but it's running better and better.
Brakes?
The brakes appear to work.
Oh,
I moved
the
it.
front brakes?
I moved it a foot. It's got to be the fronts, right? I moved it a foot. We'll try it again, see if it's just me or maybe it's a stuck wheel and I think the brakes are working, but do think they're working.
All right, so Vince.
I get to ride the car.
All right, so I think we're gonna have to button it up because we can hear the storm headed this way. So Vince decided that with the storm and all, maybe we should do the cleaning tomorrow.
Okay.
And
yeah, that makes
because
sense.
trust me, Vince, you wouldn't want to get inside and drive it the way it is now.
No.
No, but we can. How about if we pull it ahead a little bit?
Okay, sounds good.
He's gonna drive it down. I can't wait to see.
Well, he's gonna move it just to make sure that the brakes, in fact, are working. Okay, you ready? I think you got brakes. Okay, Vince, you got brakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
Brakes.
Richard has an appointment this morning, and while he's away, Vince and I are going to clean up this truck. And after that, when Richard gets back, Vince is going to drive it around the yard. Try not to hit anything, okay?
Okay.
Do you want to get underneath it? Should we do that? He has been itching to get these this nut off. It's hardly coming off.
Yeah.
I think that the truck is going to require hand washing to loosen it up before it'll come off, making us work for it. Can you, that'll be fun. Can you put that right there on it, almost? Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. That was funny. Let me tell you, that Tennessee mud, it's some strong stuff. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Maybe we should put some glasses on. Hey, don't get so close to this time. Oh, some came off. Okay, let me try now. Okay, I'm getting worried. You gotta push hard, I think.
There's a lot of stuff coming.
I know. Oh, I think that's gonna, look at that. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm gonna have to let you guys come over and see this. It's nasty.
There's some.
The dirt first. Yeah, you can see. Is it funny? Push hard. There you go.
Yeah, you can see it coming off it.
I know. Sometimes
Just a little thing.
the power washer doesn't, do everything you need to, and you gotta use some elbow grease. So we'll get this loosened up.
Oh look.
Yeah, see, you just gotta loosen it up. After that, we'll be able to take the power washer to it, and you'll get what you were hoping to get. Okay. space alien. The truck is putting up a fight, and the humidity is putting up a fight, because every time I try to turn the camera on, do you know what's happening right now? It's fogging up the lens this quickly.
It's a struggle to get it off.
Did you say struggle to get it off?
Yes.
It is, and I don't know why. Oh my goodness. We're talking about more about the mud underneath. We don't know why it hasn't just fallen off in bigger clumps than.
Spot right there. 9 times.
Yeah, and not just 9 quick times. We just kept sprayer there.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Yeah. Okay, so Vince and I just don't understand that big thing of mud. Oh my gosh. But he says he's making some progress. It is chipping
See,
off.
this side is softer.
Oh, that seemed like a bigger piece that came off.
See, this side is softer.
This is crazy. Okay, so
Okay.
I went ahead and swept the dirt out so that when he went in there again, he didn't spray the mud back up. I think I'm gonna have to power wash. You did? Let me see. Nice. Nice. So, what I was gonna say is I think we're gonna have to power wash the deck in the house afterwards.
Oh! The maker. See?
Oh, look at that. All right. You think we should get it wet again now?
Yeah.
I think so too. Look at that.
Still have this.
Whoa. I don't even know what that was, but. Okay, how long did we do this? 2 hours?
Probably.
Okay, guys, we were like, okay, we gotta start on the inside sometime so that he can take a drive. So we got whew. Nice work, Vince.
Yep.
Okay, now.
I'm tired.
Yeah, no, it's hard. He said he's dying. Okay, let's get the inside. 3 hours later, gonna start cleaning the inside. This has been a tough job. So I was wondering how much water was gonna get in here, and quite a bit, but honestly, maybe it came through here. Hard to say with a truck like this. But it's not going to clean itself, so I guess I better get started. Vince has decided he needed a little rest. I cut off the old seat cover, and do you see that? It literally just started to turn to dust while it was sitting there. And then when I started to clean back here. I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I can. Do you see that? I mean, it's it is literally inches and inches of, I don't know, dirt, dust, oil. I have no idea, but I have not seen anything like it, so kind of nutty. Okay, so I'm gonna vacuum up the last of this seat and let you take a look. Okay, so the seat, it appears that the back, of course I haven't cleaned that yet, but the back was pretty much intact. There might be a little, it's the vinyl just is gone. So they really did just put a cover over this seat. But what I wanted to show you is that if this is original, which I'll be honest, I haven't Googled the inside of one of these to see what it looks like. But if this is original, it's easy enough. I think I could do this. Recover it. Because there's no back on it. And I think that would make it easier. And so we'll see how far Richard wants to go with this. But you know what? I think I could do that. I could be wrong. But I think I could.
Shower door. Come on.
Okay, we are finished. So I'm in need of a very long shower, a long bath, and a long nap, in that order. We have this extra moving blanket put over the seat for vents. It's close. Are you excited?
Yeah.
The first time you've ever driven a car or a truck or any vehicle, yes?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
What?
Are you nervous? No, you're just going around the yard a little bit. Here we go. Better get out of his way.
More gas. Keep going. Straighten out. Yep. Good, good, good. Good. Left. Excellent. Excellent. Look at that, man. You're driving. Okay. Now hit the brakes. See if it stops. Hit it hard. Yep. Excellent. It stopped. Okay. Now we're going to try to back up.
Okay.
Okay. So that means you got to go to R. So just hold this towards you and lift it up until it clunks. One more. That's R. Hear it? Okay, give it gas, give it gas. Good, okay, now cut this way. Cut that way more, cut it hard. Cut it hard, as they say. Keep going, keep going. Okay, good, good, keep going, gas, gas, gas. Beautiful.
Oh, he's doing so good. Was it just me, or did that passenger tire in the front look kind of weird?
Look at that. Put it in park. All the way up towards you, and no, all the way up, all the way up. Yeah, there you go. How's that? You did it. You did great.
You did so good. You did amazing. You did so good.
Never stalled it, nothing.
Yeah. How did it feel?
25, man.
How did it feel?
Good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm proud of you. You did a good job.
You did great, man. Well, I think part of the issue was this tire is a little soft.
The one in the front on the passenger
Yeah,
side?
it made moving a little difficult.
Well, honestly, when I was recording back here and saw it, it looked like it was going the wrong way. And I even said, is it just me, or does that passenger front tire look not right?
I don't know. Do we leave it here?
I think we leave it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it overheating?
It's in the shade. Well, the water pump's leaking, so it sounds like it's overheating, but it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, just the water pump's leaking.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
And the brakes worked. He used the brakes.
You did?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like a pro when you put it in reverse. You just
Yeah.
lean behind your back like, I got this.
Nice job, man.
Yeah. So Vince, what was your favorite part?
Driving the truck.
No surprise there.
Yeah, no surprise at all with that. You know, we got a little lucky with this one. Despite it being in a flood, there was no water in the oil, the inside of the engine looked good, and the transmission didn't have any water in it. Pretty amazing, but it is what it is. It needs a lot of little things, water pump, fuel pump, tires and stuff, but it could be a roadworthy truck again with a little bit of work.
Yeah. And that said, nothing left except to say thank you for watching. We appreciate all the support that you give us. We know that without you watching, commenting, subscribing, our channel wouldn't be able to grow. So thank you. And until next time, we will be chatting with you in the comments.
Have a great day.